stuffed shirt.
Down to the last detail.
Relax, everyone.
Gentlemen, ladies, children, welcome to tonight's serial episode production of Knickerbocker Avenue. On this warmest of evenings, we bring to you some conclusions we have reached. We will receive one grateful vision from beyond Earth, and we will discover an antidote. Life is sublime and mysterious, liquid to the touch. Tonight you will hear 3 tales of survival from our corpus. Take notes, dear listeners, for what you witness here may change your lives. A devilish man is he who follows his own heart, voice counter to his heart, his trust absorbed by a golem of his own creation. I present to you a lesson that explains quite clearly why one should never head underground alone.
Mr. Dunning, I'm surprised that you're willing to go.
You've no need to worry about me, Margaret. I haven't been living in a Dickens novel.
I might add, Mr. Dunning, that by mentioning Dickens, you mention the relationship of good, evil, light, and darkness. A daring thing to think before entering a deep mine for the first time.
This isn't the French Revolution, dear. Your literary skills will not benefit our cause. Today we're installing a belt in the Man Kills Anthracite mine.
Well, considering the workers' violence surrounding your system of mechanization, I think we might be closer to a revolution than you think.
Well, from my purview, I can see a war beginning, but I doubt it'll be a workers' revolution. As the great nations of the world become more entangled, they lose their power. It'll be the organization of our business counterparts who will have to take responsibility. It's 1913, and we've industrialized. We'll wage a war, but a war of resource, of organization, of peace.
A war of peace from machines? Perhaps peace from the new disc gramophone we just received. We can make music without being there to physically perform it. It makes me smile. The thought of peace from a machine. But can we trust the person that turns the mechanism on switch?
That person is me, Margaret. Do you trust me?
Mr. Dunning, of course I do. Are you in need of anything else before you head up the mountain?
Coffee.
Mr. Dunning is escorted up the mountain toward the mine. The small town of Mankills is breathing its dying breath. Splintered wood and dust blow freely through the streets. There are no women or children about, and the men, all workers, leer at the freshly painted carriage that fumbles its way down the main dirt road of the ghost town. Stopping just short of the mine, Mr. Dunning, in pressed tweed, steps hesitantly from the cart.
Mr. Dunning, welcome to Mankill's mine. I'm Roger. I'll be showing you into the shaft and preparing the tunnel for the new conveyor belt.
Excellent. How are the men?
The men, sir?
Yes, Roger, my men. How do they speak? Are they unhappy?
Well, with all due respect, sir, I'd say half of them look forward to the machine and the other half think it will lose them their jobs.
Well, for the first 6 months of its operation, we'll run the belt at less than half speed. I intend to show them that this will not interrupt their livelihood. However, we must all acknowledge that progress has a way of acting unpredictable.
Progress, sir?
The future, Roger. The world is changing. The day will come when anthracite crawls from the bowels of this mine and makes its way to Brooklyn by itself, and with no other element than the electricity manning the mine.
Well, that sounds excellent, sir.
Let's go underground, shall we? How long did it take to vacate the shaft?
3 months, sir. And I was with all the boys working double shifts.
Good. And how long did my team from New York say the belt would take to install?
3 weeks, sir.
Excellent.
Do you see down past that second lamp? There's some red fabric hanging from the abutment.
Yeah, son, I see it.
That's the air split. Down towards the left is where the main deposit is and where they're gonna need to plant that machine. Your men from the city marked it up to show the boys are bringing it. And then down to the right is the backfill and the fall. We had a roof collapse a year ago. Killed 2 men. Good ones.
Yeah, I remember that. The coal extruded itself. Provided more on the books in the previous year of digging by hand.
Those were my men, sir. They had families.
Correction, son. They were my men, and their families were well cared for.
Yeah, I'll be up top, marking the intakes for your team.
Very well. Didn't realize it was so cold down here. Who goes there? Roger? Backfill, eh? Is someone else down here? What is that dreadful sound? I must see. What was it Roger said? The main deposit to the left and to the right?
Cautious. Mr. Dunning proceeds down the tunnel at a slow pace. He approaches the air split, examining both shafts with his lamp. He peers down the left shaft, noticing the markings placed by his team. Raising his lamp and peering down the right shaft, he remembers the death of the 2 men from the fall. He slowly proceeds down into the tunnel on the right, ducking his head under the red fabric hanging from the abutment.
Who's there? Who haunts this place?
It is you who haunts this place. Even after your men perish, you remain proprietor of their souls. We stamp upon you the seal of fiend and tyrant.
Blaine!
This tunnel, which you take credit for unearthing, will also be known as a mausoleum. The beams that make your crib will be the wood in your casket. Good, evil, light, darkness, buried. One man alone and dead.
No! My God! Hail Mary, full of grace, our Lord...
By God, young lady, what in hell has just happened?
A flawed blasting cap, I believe. Caved in the hole.
Well, are any of my men in there?
None. Only progress.
Progress, ma'am?
The future. It is a very large world, and good, evil, light, and dark, they...
Man kills mine never witnessed the ghost that Mr. Dunning did. What he witnessed was a fever dream at the moment of death. My gran used to play that same disc gramophone for me. Told me she knew that Mr. Dunning talked his way into and found a descending burial. Father Christmas opened his heart to a small town and they burned him alive for it. Bernard Bachman absorbed a malignant spirit while visiting a graveyard. And George Washington was the son of a lycanthrope. There is a chamber between the entryway of your life and the theater of your death. Young Elisabeth found herself here, standing in a kitchen slicing vegetables and awaiting a sign.
By the light of the silvery moon.
Arthur, that's an ostrich! Shoo, Arthur! Arthur, there's a monster! Arthur!
My dear, you've already proclaimed seeing me as an ostrich. Why do you now call me a monster?
Shoo!
Please, madam, I have very sensitive hearing.
My God, I'm having a vision! Are you real? Are you the devil? Oh my God! Hail Mary, full of grace, all Lord!
Madam, if you would calm yourself for a moment, I can explain to you the predicament you find yourself in.
Shoo!
I am the emanated sentient being called Ghoul. I have experienced conscious existence in this part of the multiverse for a hexon now. I have taken billions of forms and explored the multiverse, living in the proximity of billions of stars. It's very rare for me to embody within the sensory spectrum of a planet-based life form. The shock is usually just too great. Madam,
Why are you in my house?
as I was explaining, I am Ghoul and I appear before you today with a message and a prediction from a great band of beings who exist outside one arm length from your star. Upon meeting them, they understood that I was capable not only of travel but of embodiment as well. They asked me to deliver a message of extreme importance to this planet.
How is it possible that you're even talking to me? You are just an ostrich!
It is possible because you have a false understanding of the word possible.
If you have a message for this planet, why deliver it to me?
It may be hard to understand, madam. However, there are two strict conditions that need to be met in order for me to appear to a sentient being as something they can recognize. Condition 1. Ordercles, a sentient being living below a 17-degree astral spread and existing on a solid star-child planet must be resonating at a certain frequency to ensure astral passage and embodiment. You were the only presence on this planet resonating at the correct frequency, and you're
I was singing.
precisely, madam.
What is the other condition?
Embodiment requires content. Metaphorically, I am the surface of a still pond, and you are spontaneously reflecting off of my surface. You are choosing to see an ostrich because of your fond memories of them. If you've noticed, you are also choosing to hear my voice and language as that of your older brothers.
You sound like him. Daryl?
No, madam. I am merely recreating his voice. It is important for you to stay to the point of this spectacle.
Why are you tormenting me? How dare you use my brother's voice?
Very well. What you think of as your own perception is nothing more than the way you experience fusion with the multiverse. What you see and hear is, through a function, that which you think. For us to speak now, we have fused to the multiverse, creating a magnetic center.
Now your voice hides behind a mask? I hear you speak of such things in haste and improperly. I'm being tested by the devil. Hail Mary, full of Grace Harlan.
Madam, my intention is not to trick you or even to enlighten you, but only to fulfill a promise to a friend. Delivering to your planet a message from beyond your star's arm reach. Now steady your hand and prepare your mind.
No! Christ, protect me from this beast. Hallowed be thy name, thy rod, thy staff. Comfort me!
Madam, please!
By Christ, I slash at thee! I slash at thee! Lord, help me!
Great age of war has begun on your planet. There is a mechanism built upon your lands that will carry through to its result a fortified mathematical function. After 100 years of turmoil and destruction, a gateway will open through which any sentient being resonating at the correct frequency and y'all will have the opportunity to leave their material planet and stretch beyond one length from their star. The chosen will grow another planet in the different part of the multiverse, thereby continually spreading our seed and ensuring the survival of consciousness. A band of great beings sent their blessing with this information. It's up to your planet and your people to cultivate resonance in proper frequency, and y'all.
By God. Insanity. What has just happened here? I witnessed something completely, and yet I stand here alone. A vision, a visitor, and another planet. Come back! Ghoul! What if I sing for you? Ghoul! By the light of the silvery moon.
A song exists within each of us. Whether we take the step to sing it or not determines our fate. It may be a demon, or a ghoul, or simply another person. Pull from the heart, because someone clever might be listening. Some were born to sweet delight, and some were born to madness night. My mother used to call me Martin Martian. She had the strange ability to confer with aliens from other planets. One day, during the morning prayer at her church, she received a message that spurned her into writhing and screaming at the foot of the pastor. After the exorcism, she was locked up in a hospital tower. I never took to congregations. A crowd reunited is a dangerous thing. Deep into that darkness peering, long I stood there, wondering, fearing, doubting, dreaming dreams no mortal ever dared to dream before. Quoth my mother, "The world is war."
Commander Harlan, this is Control Center Queens.
Queens, this is Harlan. Go ahead.
Message confirmed. Apex pipes are ejected and hatch door is open. Space tether is secure. You are a go for operational entrance.
I have minus 20 seconds for a 13-degree carryover transport.
Message confirmed. Proceed with transition in 3, 2, 1.
All processes working. Now leaving the carryall. Hatch is cleared. I have an amazing view of Earth at this point in orbit. I'm over the Atlantic, and through the clouds I can still make out the Cape of Good Hope.
Message confirmed. You have auditory and televisual sync with your spacesuit.
Queens, I'm now approaching the rocket. The sensor shows it's still spinning at confirmed angular momentum. It appears battered, however, there's no signs of electromagnetic fusion or ray damage. No electricity is detected, and the rocket burst plates are fixed in the open position.
Message confirmed. We have televisual sync. Archgraph prescribes at least 6 feet clearing from the burst plates as you approach.
Queens, I'm not touching the rocket ship. What's the carryall name? I can't read it from here.
Message confirmed. Carryall Outer Orbit Compliance number 4308, also referred to as the Prodigal Son.
Yeah, we never made it back to the family.
Message confirmed. The COOC rocket number 4308 failed to complete its 16th mission and was classified abandoned with no report of archive or crew. From system sensor has no recording hatch door escape pod being triggered. The crew, assumed dead, should still be present on carryall.
Queens, am I to understand that this is a recovery mission?
Message confirmed. As directed, you are required to perform an external system analysis of the carryall and report back on the recoverability of the vessel. Do not attempt to open or enter the vessel.
Message confirmed, Queens. Queens, we've got unexpected activity here. Sensors are reading electrical activity, and mission abort warning system on the vessel is activate. The ship's ejecting a heavy gas, which is changing its angular momentum. We're slowly drifting away from our mission carryall transport. I'm afraid I must abandon mission and head back to my vessel.
Message confirmed. Precise.
Queens! Queens! Damn it!
Message unconfirmed. Commander Harlan, do you copy?
No! One of the burst plates closed and it just crushed my leg below the knee. It feels broken. Damn it!
Message confirmed. Stand by. Referencing emergency and situational code.
Christ, please hurry. My leg has gone numb. I'm afraid this blast plate will rip through my suit.
Message confirmed. Full system code on outer orbit emergency running now. Archgraph responds with dataset describing the angular momentum of the Prodigal Son. Due to gas ejection, 4308 is losing altitude in orbit by 2 kilometers per second.
Dear God, Queens. What's the distance to Earth air density?
Message confirmed. You are currently 450 kilometers distance from air density.
Oh, Christ, Queens, what's your response? Please advise. I'll be burned alive in about 4 minutes.
Message confirmed. Archcraft reports overwhelming probability that blast plate will not be removed. Recommends external aid by medical droid.
Is there enough time?
Message confirmed. Archcraft estimates 1 minute until medical droid arrival.
God. Archive record engage. Mom, Dad, Kevin, I love you. I'm sorry, but I lost it. My leg is crushed and I'm dropping. It's my own mistake. I love you. I'm gone. I'm sorry. Commander Mitchell Harlan, archive record disengage.
Archive record confirmed. 15 seconds until medical droid arrival.
Hail Mary, full of grace, our Lord.
Inbound medical droid arriving in 3, 2, 1.
Disengaging gate. Sensor system inducting. Scan complete.
Help! My leg is crushed under this locked blast plate.
Commander Harlan, I am medical android 3014 Veronica. We have 3 minutes to separate you from this carrier. Body temperature 98.9 degrees. Blood redirected to vital organs and pressure rising. Blockade blast plate wedged firmly under hydraulic lock and will not move. Fibula and tibula shattered. Spacesuit is not punctured.
Message confirmed. Archcraft proposes Protocol 14V stalemate. Subscription of Element 4 Subslate 13, Protocol 14V. Irreversible.
Queens, what does that mean? What does that mean?
Commander Harlan, in 2 minutes we will drop to the first fire summit of air density. Your leg is pinned under the plate beyond our means of freeing it. I cannot amputate without puncturing your spacesuit and killing you. Archcraft sees a stalemate. Your situation, unfortunately, irreversible. There is nothing I can do. 1 minute, 30 seconds.
Oh, mercy on my stupid self. I'm killed by insignificance and error. I'm trained as a special astroscientist, not a metal worker. I'm dizzy. I might lose my stomach.
Commander Harlan, please try to relax. Inhale a deep breath and calm your mind. I am here with you.
Thank you. Call me Mitchell. I'm dying. You should leave before you burn up with me.
If you would like, Mitchell, I can initiate a gaseous arsenic stream into your suit valve. It would be caustic but very quick.
Oh, I can't believe this. No. I'll wait until it happens.
If you would like, Mitchell, I can initiate a pain modifier that would make you sleep.
No, it'll happen so quick there's no point. I've died already. Why are you still here? Doesn't Archcraft recommend you return to beat orbit?
Yes, but
Veronica, this is Queen Central. You are ordered to evacuate.
radio magnetism band interrupted. They can no longer hear us.
You only have a minute left. You may be artificial, but you're still susceptible to flame.
Yes, fire. The destroyer. I can burn, but I am no more artificial than you.
Here at my deck, you want to discuss whether a machine can be alive?
What I mean is I can feel. I have emotion, although conditioned as a machine with certain skills. I still experience stress and fear. I can still end.
Stay with me then. I'm dead.
I am here. I will die with you.
What is it?
It is the solution. The antidote. The return to balance.
The prodigal son?
What is life?
Life. It's rising, expanding, falling, burning. It was my life. Oh, I can feel the gravity.
We are 25 kilometers from air density, 12 seconds now.
I love you, Veronica. You saved me. My heart will burst and you're the last thing I'll see.
I love you, Mitchell. Your heart will burst in my dying arms. Let us die together as two lovers, channels of existence.
Organizational deployment. This is Queen Central. We have docket order number 169254 for the recapitulation of medical android 3014 Veronica. Reorder and connect to active orbit beat duty. Message confirmed, Queens. Relational recapitulation in 2 minutes. Run perceptual memory and belief module 313.
We sniffed through the wet night. To obey your human, or to obey your God. Seems intelligent, seems odd. Standing down, stand proud. A star. Multiply. Fill the streets. Fill the river with light.
This is Medical Android 6014 Tabitha. Now activated.
That which we recognize as our human perception could be the ultimate form, the grandest spectacle, the heaviest expressive element in the entire universe. To be lucid at the moment of one's own death must be sublime. That great zenith of epiphany not easily reached when one finally stretches across the barrier. Nervous system alive and fixed to the purpose of the final release. And then the final breath passes under the leaves as they fall to the forest floor. And then rest. We give all respect and reverence to the dead who've seen the world and who've stepped past it. Our lives are brittle, and we are all lucky. I jump a train daily through this giant city, and I witness miracles. We share our little stories in celebration of lives living and lived. Join us next episode to experience firsthand the tumult of the sea while learning how to survive a shipwreck. Walk and talk with the devil just outside the gates of heaven. And please, help us solve a murder by raising the dead witnesses of a horrid crime at our monthly moonlit seance. This has been Knickerbocker Avenue's Strange Science and Terror Radio Show. Brought to you from WKNIX Studios and featuring the voice talent of Edward Vanderbeek as Mr. Dunning, Ghoul, and Commander Harlan. Mary Stone Park as Margaret, Elisabeth, Veronica, and Tabitha. Johnny Tin Hampton as Roger, Queen's Control and Sound Effects. And I am your gracious host, Martin Martian Tramble. Parting is such sweet sorrow.